Bitch, don't speak my name unless you want the flames. Cause I ain't got no time to be investing in your games. I just want the money. I just think it's funny that you out here hating, think you taking something from me. Yeah, been shitting on me just to get my attention. I've been down this road, I done learned me this lesson before.
Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome back to the most underrated sneaker channel on YouTube. Your words, not mine today, man. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, man, welcome in. I appreciate you guys coming through. We have a ton of dope content on this channel. Everything from sneaker content, lacing tutorials, sneaker reviews, customs, real versus fakes. A podcast dropped on here twice a week talking life, sports, hype, pop culture, sneakers, and the newest addition to the channel, a fantasy football show that debuts this Monday, man. If you have a fantasy football team, we're trying to help you get your cake up and take that shit down, man. So subscribe over here to the most underrated sneaker channel on YouTube. With all that being said, man, let's jump into the sneaker. It is this joint right here. Bang! The Jordan 1 Spider-Man Off-White Chicago Custom. Look at these joints. All right, so let me just tell you guys a little bit about where these came from and how these came to be. I don't do customs. I'm just a huge fan of customs. I'm not a designer, I'm not a customizer, I'm not really good with like art, but I can look at some shit and be like, oh, that shit looks tight. I know what looks good. I know how to swag some shit out. I know how to style it, if you will, but I'm not a designer. I can't draw. I'm just not that kind of creator, man. I'm a digital creator. So with these were done by my man, Hugh Custom. I saw that he had done a pair like this, and so I checked out his Instagram account and I saw he had a website. I went to his website and I saw he was selling these same customs, any size you wanted, for $700. I believe it was $700. That included the shoe and the custom. Well, I already had the pair. I had worn them a few different times, but I already had the pair, so I reached out to him. I'm like, yo, man, can you do my pair? He actually had a thing up on the website. It was like $300. If you already own the pair, you could send your shoe in. I hit him up. I was like, hey, man, is it cool if they've been worn a few times? They're still, they're not beat to shit, but they've been worn a few times. Not bad, maybe 3 to 5 times. And he was like, no, that's cool, So I made sure I cleaned them up nicely, sent them off to him. He sent them back, man, and this is the result. $300, super ill by my man Hugh Custom. So first of all, let me just give him a shout out, man, because this is his shit, this is his design. I'm just reviewing the shoe. I would love to work with more customizers on this channel, man. I know there's a lot of dope people customizing sneakers, and if you're somebody that wants a little bit of shine because you're doing really dope work, kind of like me, I think my channel's sick. I think what we're doing over here, we deserve way more viewership, we deserve way more shine. The quality over here is out the roof. We're doing some new shit, we're on a wave that people aren't really looking for yet. It's gonna come, and I feel the same for you creators. I think you just need the right eyes. So if I can help do that, this is my guy Hugh Custom right here. Check him out in the description below. If you go to his website, he does a ton of different customs. Not only this one, he does a bunch of different stuff, everything from Adidas and Yeezys and Ultra Boost to Jordans and Jordan 1s, Jordan 1 Union lows, Jordan 1 Off-White Chicago lows. So no matter what, if you go to his website and you end up purchasing some shit, enter the code FRANCHISE and it'll save you a little bit of money. Franchise, all capitals, that's all you gotta do. Anything you order on his website, man, it'll save you a little bit of money. Now let's jump into the shoe, and we're first gonna start off with a couple things that I changed. Now, I made a couple different changes. This is not exactly how I got them back from Hugh Custom. He includes a red zip tie on there. It's just a regular standard red zip tie, no font or anything on it. I actually have a bunch of different off-white sneakers, so I just put one of my off-white joints on there. That's something you can expect. If you end up getting these done, it's just a regular red zip tie. It's not an actual off-white joint like I have here. That came from a shoe in my collection. The other thing, the laces. The red laces up top, these actually come with the Spider-Man Jordan 1s, but he did not supply them or anything like that. So if you don't have these with your pair or whatever, you're not gonna be able to get that look. I kind of did the Union lacing again on these joints. So you've got the off-white shoelaces down here. And actually, this is a little different. On the UNC pair, I have the laces, they're actually tucked into the shoe, so you can't see them, they're not tied there. You only have one set of laces popping out the top. On these, I thought it'd be cool to maybe do something a little different, so I decided to tie the standard black shoelaces in the front there, and then I Union laced the red laces through, and I still have them hanging out the top with the aglets matching the little patch there. So obviously this patch was on top of the shoe. He flipped it to the side, off-white style. But those are the two things, the zip tie and then these laces. He didn't put them in here like this for me. That's some stuff that I did on my own, so I just want to set that expectation for people if they don't show up this way and they're like, yo, what the hell? Now getting into the custom, man, the attention to detail is just straight fire on these. We'll start with these back tabs here. He deconstructed these off the shoe and then he stamps the 85 on the inside. Really dope. Tongue tab, we talked about that. Moved from the top down over here to the side. Moving down to the side of the shoe, you can see that the original swoosh was taken off and this enlarged swoosh was added. You got the off-white signature blue stitching there with the red or the bright orange tab. And then you also notice this sail color here, just like the OGs, and he actually painted that sail, so it's like the regular white, and then it's the off-white right here. Super dope. The air down at the bottom, and then of course the inside branding, and that is on both sneakers as well. The 85's on both sneakers with on the tabs, tongue tab, all the stuff is standard on both shoes. And then moving down here to the toe, the last kind of piece he deconstructed is this piece up here. This is kind of pulled apart there and laced that way. Looks really dope. And then, do you guys have this on your Spider-Man? I've seen some other people with pairs, but look at, this has nothing to do with the custom. I'm just saying my leather came like this in the toe box. It's kind of weak, but that's just how it came. You can put your hand in there and kind of straighten it out, but then it just goes back to what it was. It's just kind of the way it was glued in, or I don't know, it's just the way the piece of leather is. Kind of whack. So here's what I'll say about these joints and why I decided to purchase this custom, man. I thought $300 was an absolute steal. I love the off-white Chicago pair, but they're just way too much money. I don't want to pay upwards of $3,500 or $4 grand for a size 12 in the off-white Chicagos. It's a sneaker I would love to have in my collection, but even if I did have it in my collection, man, I don't know how wearable that sneaker is. My homie Chris Roberts was just telling me the other day, he was putting his pair on, and he was just, you put the sneaker on, he had his finger in the back like this, and he pulled to put his foot in, he kind of pulled up, and a little piece of the foam, just a little piece of the foam just came off the back. I've heard multiple stories of that kind of back part just disintegrating like that. I've heard stories of the toe box just yellowing out on those off-white Chicagos, and then you can't clean it. So I just think this pair is a little bit more wearable. And that's why these were so worth it to me, man. For a shoe that I already had, I was able to send him and he was able to send this back to me, man. This is an incredible value for me. I feel like this is something I really wanted to share with the sneaker community because this is just dope. I think that is about all for this video, man. If you guys enjoyed it, please click the thumbs up button down below. It helps push my channel out to more people that might like the channel, so I really appreciate it. As always, thank you guys for supporting everything I do. I love the shit out of y'all, and I will see you fools tomorrow.
Bitch, don't speak my name unless you want the flames. I ain't got no time to be investing in your games. I just want the money, I just think it's funny that you out here hating, think you taking something from me. You been shitting on me just to get my attention. I've been down this road, I done learned me this lesson before. I ain't got time to be stressing, I'm counting these blessings, so fuck you and all of the rest of these hoes. Bitch, don't say my name. Fuck you the long way. I'm doing the dumb shit. Been working hard all day. Just leave me alone, bitch. Damn, you not who I thought you was. Now this liquor got me buzzed and it's not for nothing. Going in on this chick, I won't stop for nothing. So sick and tired of you just popping up. Wherever I'm at, just to call the scene. Learning this life, it ain't all that it seems. And to cut that bitch up, man, that hoe had to leave. Ain't tripping, no biggie, it was all a dream. But fuck it down. I'm at the club, I'm spending hundreds down. Drop it for me now. Drop it for me now. Name. Unless you want the flames, I ain't got no time to be investing in your games.
You guys are never gonna believe what just happened to me. I'm up here talking to y'all, doing the video. All of a sudden I hear on my door, right? I stand up, I can see the door from right here. I stand up, I look out, I see it's these two kids with a white dress shirt on, the tie. I'm like, oh man, some Jehovah's Witnesses, some Mormons, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just trying to film the video. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm just gonna let them leave. I'm not gonna answer the door, I'm gonna let them leave. I resume the video, I'm talking to y'all, and all of a sudden, like a pattern knock. I'm like, what is going on here? So I turn off the camera, run downstairs, rip open the door. What are you doing, my man? These are condos. This is not mansions. My girl's over here sleeping. I'm trying to film a video. Yo, what are we doing here? He's just like, it's like, have a good day. I just close the door. So I come back up here, I turn the camera on, I'm filming, I'm talking, I'm doing the review. About 5 minutes goes by, camera just shuts off. It says sleep. You know what that means? You didn't push the record button. So man, what a massive L. It was my L because I didn't turn the camera back on, but it was caused by my guys coming to the door. Not only coming to the door, knocking one time, knocking multiple times. Dude, what are we doing here, guy? You're keeping us the most underrated sneaker channel right now. You're not helping us out here. You're keeping us underrated as hell.
Definition of a lady man before the world died.
Unless you want the flames, I ain't got no